Can an idiot like me, who's never played a single Souls game before, beat Elden Ring with no heals? Probably not. But why don't you, yes you, sitting on your couch at home, watch this 18-part series, in which I probably don't make it to the end, but you'll see. For this playthrough, I chose the Astrologer class because there's a lot of interesting mechanics that you can do with this, and a lot of range stuff, which will definitely help me out at not getting hit. For this playthrough, I chose Handsome Squidward as my character because I think he really embodies what it means to do a heal-less run.
Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, and one other, whom grace would again bless.
One of the first enemies I went against threatened to ruin this entire run and make it so that I couldn't beat the game. Soldier of Godric. Soldier of Godric is commonly known in Dark Souls lore as being one of the hardest bosses to ever exist, killing many of people, multiple, maybe thousands if not hundreds of times. The only way I was able to beat Soldier of Godric was to memorize his moveset and know exactly when to parry to kill him. It may have taken thousands of attempts and grinding for days, but I finally got it on attempt 3864.
Fortunately for you, however, you are maidenless.
After heading through the Gatefront ruins, I went to this grace so that I could get Torrent, so that I could get the other items that I needed. After getting Torrent, I headed to the ruins over here so that I could get into a trap chest that would lead me to Khalid so that I could get a staff. Casually ignoring this monstrous, very easy to kill you dragon, I continued my horse ride. This staff and spell at Khalid will help me get through the early game without dying and being able to beat quite a few bosses. After I got to Khalid, I made my way to a ruins in the Swamp of Aeonia so that I could get the staff and spell. I decided that the first boss I should fight is Margit, so I made my way to Murkwater Cave and fought off this Bloody Finger, which allows me to access patches, which will give me an item called Margit's Shackle, which should help me with the boss fight.
To a man's personal belongings, huh? You scheming little thief! The gods demand repentance! Wait, please! I surrender! White flag and all!
After defeating oh so scary patches, he will allow you to buy Margit's Shackle from him. To make enough money to buy the shackle, I decided that I would kill a giant and its entire family and everyone it loves, but we ended up getting 5,000 runes, so it was worth it in the end. Thanks for your sacrifice, giant. After buying Margit's Shackle from Patches, who, to be honest, I probably should have killed by this point, I made my way to Castleward Tunnel so that I could beat Margit pretty easily with a simple glitch. However, what I didn't expect is that magic is powerful, and that's mainly the reason why I chose this class anyway, but I almost beat Margit first try, so I kind of feel like this 5,000 runes was a waste, so I guess I'll just use it anyway so that I don't feel so bad about this purchase. To make this simple glitch work, all you have to do is use Margit's Shackle 3 times outside of the Yellow Mist Gate. I don't know why, game devs probably just didn't test anything, but it makes Margit stand still and leads to a pretty easy kill. I'm pretty sure his poise resets every 10 seconds, so I just waited 10 seconds between every hit or two so that it didn't stun him, because that will break the cycle. I don't even get why people call this guy hard. He's super easy. Yeah, I don't And with Margit now defeated, we can do better stuff with our time than kill old men with big walking sticks. I usually just leave that stuff to the retirement homes, but I guess it works in Elden Ring too.
Do you honestly think you're funny with my friends? Seriously, you're a ugly little mate, and if I ever see you, I'm gonna slit your face wide open, yeah?
Harsh words, Margit. Harsh words. After defeating Margit, I decided that I should probably kill the dragon at Agheel Lake so that I could collect some runes and hopefully get a bit more powerful so that I can beat some different bosses. The dragon wasn't that hard, I was just able to circle around it while shooting some magic at it and just avoiding all its fire. Overall, pretty easy boss and an easy way to get some early runes. As you can see, I tried to get the cool eye stab mechanic, but instead I just accidentally slashed it. Anyway, I killed the dragon, got a cheeky 5,000 runes, dragon hearts that I can hopefully get some more magic, and some levels. After that endeavor, I went to the Murkwater Catacombs so that I could get a pretty good summon for the early game that may help me with some bosses like the Tree Sentinel and Godric. Again, this staff and rock spell combination is pretty overpowered and allows me to take care of a lot of the early game bosses. It was an easy fight overall. Again, just circled around and used the rock sling. The summon in question here is known as Banished Knight Engeval, and I'll be using him quite a bit for the early game. Now I know there's going to be some haters out there saying that summons make the game too easy. Do you know what you're watching? You're watching no heal with a guy that's bad. You think I'm not going to use summon and cheese? You're stupid. After killing a copious amount of giants, I decided that we can finally kill the Tree Sentinel. Except he was a bit harder than I expected, and I got comboed instantly. Like instantly. It wasn't even fair. So I came up with a new revolutionary technique. To keeping a lot of distance and circling around him and just letting Banished Knight Engeval get all of the aggro. Great strategy. I'm not really one for outros, so I'll leave it at this. Watch the next episode.